we are staying in a timeshare in Lake Buena Vista. It's kind of more, it's not really a hotel, it's like an apartment, which is fine. But this is going to be our first experience at Disney staying off property. So it's going to be a little different. I think it's going to be fine. I think it's going to be great. But you know, we kind of had the whole enchilada the last time we were there. You know, we did it right. We stayed in a deluxe resort with the deluxe dining on the monorail loop, walking distance to Magic Kingdom, you know. And here's what I'm going to tell you about the Contemporary. It's awesome. It is, honestly, I think it is one of the best places to stay. And a lot of people say...
can I have the pencil?
Yes, you can have the pencil. A lot of people say that, you know, oh, the Contemporary, like, you know, it doesn't have a lot of Disney theming, and, you know, so people kind of like sometimes don't want to stay there because they prefer the places that are really heavily themed. And that's fine. I get it. Like, the resorts that are themed are so cool. But here's what I'm going to tell you about the Contemporary. When you're the oldest hotel on property, when you were built, literally like as Disney World was opening, you don't need theming. You are theming. Your history, your Disney history. You've got the monorail going through it. You are the Magic Kingdom Resort. You are across the street from the Magic Kingdom. It doesn't need theming. It does fine all on its own. They have kept it, Juliana says, but it is cool, which it is. They have kept it so incredibly updated. I stayed there when I was 9 years old, when I was Juliana's age. And I'll tell you what, they have kept it so perfectly updated. It is an absolutely phenomenal place to stay. The location is top notch. You cannot beat the location. I don't think there's any other hotel on property that can beat the Contemporary's location.
One thing that's gone.
And what?
It's gone.
What's gone?
The Maestro. The parade. The Maestro Electrical Parade.
That's part of the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, but explain that it's gone.
Okay, I'll explain that in my next video. So, it is truly a luxury hotel. You're not missing out on anything.
Except for one thing.
What? Juliana, you're talking about a parade in the Magic Kingdom. I'm talking about the hotel at the Contemporary. So,
just talk about the Magic Kingdom.
So you're not missing out on anything. Juliana really wants me to tell the world that the Main Street Electrical Parade is no longer at Disney World in the Magic Kingdom. It has been moved back to Disneyland in California for now.
Why won't it be moved back?
It won't. So anyway, so yeah, the Contemporary. Some of the best dining on property is in that hotel. Best view for Wishes the fireworks show in the Magic Kingdom. And not only that, you're on the monorail loop, and you are 1, 2, or 3 stops, depending on which hotel you're going to all the other best resorts that have some of the best dining on property too. So if you want to have an awesome breakfast with Lilo and Stitch at the Polynesian one morning, like 1 or 2 stops on the monorail. You want to go to the Grand Floridian for fantastic dining at Citrico's or Narcoossee's, 1 or 2 stops on the monorail. You can't beat the location. Plus you got Chef Mickey's, and you have the Wave, and you have California Grill, you have the Outer Rim, you have Contempo Cafe. Am I missing anything else that's in there for restaurants?
That bar.
That's the Outer Rim.
Outer Rim.
The Outer Rim, yeah. You
How
have,
come she did that way?
and then
they put on "Eat My Ears."
and the what's it called? The Sandbar, which is their pool bar and quick service restaurant at their pool. That was our first meal when we arrived. Juliana wanted to go swimming and we were hungry, so we were like, yeah, we'll just grab food at the pool. I couldn't believe how good the food was at the pool.
They served your favorite,
fantastic.
The Water Pageant Parade.
And you can't beat, if you're going to stay at a Disney resort and you're going to do deluxe, it is so much fun to stay on the monorail loop hotels, because if you're either on Bay Lake or Seven Seas Lagoon, you get the Water Pageant Parade at night, which is fantastic. And if you watch my videos, you'll see that in days 7 and 8 of the November 2016 trip. Towards the very end, you see us kind of saying goodnight to our whole trip with the Water Pageant Parade going by. It's a really cool Disney piece of history, the Water Pageant Parade. It has been there since Disney opened. it's still there. And it's really rare for certain things, like stuff like that especially, for it to still be around and still be relevant. It's pretty awesome. So as you can probably tell, whether you are my friend or you're just someone who's watching this randomly out there in cyber world, I am officially a total Disney nut now. My little girl is officially a total Disney nut, and I think I've pretty much converted my husband into a Disney nut as well, because he wouldn't have agreed to this trip unless he loved it too.
The picture.
What picture? Oh, yep. Here's Juliana.
Daisy Duck.
Yeah, that was at Epcot on our November trip. So anyway, so that's what's up. We are super excited. 16 days to go. There's a few things, you know, that we've got to figure out because we've never.
Do you have a title for this?
We've never.
For these videos we're making.
Yeah, it's gonna be called Disney March 2017.
But.
That's what it's gonna be called.
Milos and Burns is.
Yeah, but the Milos aren't coming on this trip.
I know that.
The Milos will be with us in November, though.
Yeah. Well, it's just a combo.
All right, true. So.
You need a flashcard.
Okay. I probably shouldn't have started this video, like, right now. But anyway, we're staying in Lake Buena Vista. We're staying at Legacy Vacation. I don't know too much about it, but how bad can it really be? It's in Lake Buena Vista. It's 2 miles away. No restaurants, no bars. It's basically just like a little condo. It has a pool. That's all we need. I don't plan on spending too much time there. We're going to spend our majority of our time in the parks at Disney, and we're going to go to the water parks. Can't wait. We had a lot of fun at Typhoon Lagoon when we were there in November, but we were only able to spend, like, I think less than 2 hours there, which surprisingly ended up being more than enough time because, you know, it's not a busy time for the water parks in November. Because only like New England nuts like us would go to a water park in November, but it's really, the water parks there are a blast. So that is cool, says Juliana. What is? Typhoon?
The water parks.
Yeah.
Buena Vista, everything.
Yeah, it's all really cool. So Typhoon Lagoon was the water park that was open when we went in November. So this time, in March, we're gonna try out Blizzard Beach for the first time. I'm excited to try out Blizzard Beach. My only hang up, get it, hang up, is the chairlift, because I have this like really weird fear. I skied my whole life, spent my entire childhood on chairlifts.
Say that, Mom.
And somehow,
they won't watch this video.
Sure they will. Somehow a chairlift fear developed at some point, which is totally silly, but so here's my plan. I'm gonna get myself on the chairlift at Blizzard Beach.
And I'll help you with that.
And my mom, and my daughter, we'll switch roles while we're on the chairlift. She can console me. And my plan is to conquer that fear at Blizzard Beach. And if I do, you will see this lady back on skis next winter. Thumbs up to that, right? So yeah, that is the plan. We are not gonna have a car while we're there. Oh, that's another thing that you get with your annual pass. You get free parking. I don't know if I said that. So we're not gonna have a car while we're there. We're actually relying on Uber. And I'll tell you what, Uber is the absolute best and most economical, most convenient mode of transportation in the Orlando area, but specifically Disney. The buses, while they're great and they're free, or not free, they're included, are, I don't know that it's the most efficient way to get people around. It works, but, you know, it's kind of a pain in the butt. That's all I'm going to say. Especially if you're staying further away from your favorite park. It's a pain. Okay, Juliana, let me finish. And then
I think we have a wrap.
It's almost a wrap. So we are relying on Uber. I've already done fares. I've already, what do you call it? Like calculated fares on Uber for the transportation that we need while we're down there. And it's like $6 to get from our place to Hollywood Studios. You know, like, I think the most expensive ride is $9 from our place to the Magic Kingdom. That's the furthest distance, since Magic Kingdom is the furthest spot in Disney. It was like $9.16 or something. Not bad. And it's quick. They come and get you. Like, you can schedule your ride. You can, have that pre-planned. They come, they get you. It's easy. No tipping. Comes, it's right on your phone. You don't even have to pay. The guy, you just get out of the car and off you go. It's easy. And to like rent a car for the week was going to be over $500, like $400 or $500. Forget that. No. So, my guess is we'll probably have like 3 to 4, between $6 and $10 rides, per day. I can live with that. That I can live with. And while we're on Disney property, we will rely on Disney transportation. Like, we will use the monorails and we'll use their bus system and their boats and stuff. But when we need to go from Disney property back to our, where we're staying, then we'll use Uber. And we might even use it if it's like, we're at a water park and we want to go to Magic Kingdom and it's going to take 40 minutes if we wait for a bus. I might just hop in an Uber, for $6 or however much. It all depends on what's convenient at the time. So yeah, we don't have any dining reservations this go around. We're going to leave it like that. If we make any dining reservations, I will be doing that about 2 or 3 days before we leave. I'm not in a huge hurry to, book anything super specific. If something is available, like a good dining reservation is available on a night where we would like to go out to dinner, of course I'll grab it. Like, if there's Chef Art Smith's Homecoming available, and I'm like, ooh, Jay, it's we have 8 o'clock at Chef Art Smith's, we'll grab it, because I need to get me some of that good fried chicken. If y'all know what I'm talking about with that Chef Art Smith's place, and you know that it's no joke, it's like the best. We did book all of our fast passes. I got right on that. We did pretty well. I ended up, got everything that you would want besides the obvious. No Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, no Frozen, because those fast passes aren't available if you don't book them within the 30 days, and we were about 23 days. But that's not a big deal because we're going to get on them anyway. So and I'll explain that later in another video, but we have Space Mountain, Splash Mountain, Big Thunder Mountain, Toy Story, Rock and Roller Coaster, Tower of Terror. We have tons of awesome fast passes booked, so we're excited. Juliana did not want to do Expedition Everest. She did not want me to book a fast pass for Expedition Everest.
And you're not going to ever again.
Because she was afraid of the Yeti, which is fine. So, we'll see. We may go to Universal. What I will tell you about Universal is those roller coasters make Expedition Everest look like a merry-go-round. So, I don't think anyone in my family would be going near them anyway. So, all right, I'm going to wrap up the video because my little friend here is interfering quite a bit. So I'm going to say my typical Disney goodbye now. Betty, Juliana, what do we say?
Bye.
Enjoy your trip. Have a magical day.
Enjoy your trip.